Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Kayla, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys some outfits inspired by light and dark academia films. Today, my plan is to style 5 different outfits for popular light and dark academia films. Now, the outfits aren't going to truly be outfits that are based on outfits in the films. They're really going to be outfits that fit within the feeling of the film, and in some cases, like with Dead Poets Society or Kill Your Darlings, the outfits will be pretty representative of outfits that you see. But in other films, like Jane Eyre, for example, where we don't see the sort of stereotypical dark academia outfits that we see today, because it's a period drama, I'll be sort of utilizing sort of the feeling of the movie, and I'll also be utilizing similar patterns that you see and color palettes, but it's not going to be a direct translation. It's just going to be inspired by. Speaking of Jane Eyre, the movies we're going to be covering today, or movies and TV shows, are Jane Eyre, Harry Potter, The Queen's Gambit, Dead Poets Society, and Kill Your Darlings. I've personally watched all of these things and I love them all. I 10 out of 10 recommend. In typical dark academia fashion, all of these movies deal a lot with, or TV shows deal a lot with anguish, abandonment. Some of them deal with murder. So definitely something to keep in mind if you do venture off to watch some of these films and TV shows. I would say the most lighthearted of the bunch is Harry Potter, because it was initially made for kids, so it's definitely the least intense out of all of them in terms of like murder and depression and abuse and things like that. So just something to keep in mind. That said, I did really enjoy all of these. Okay, anyway, I'm rambling too much. So before we jump into the video, don't forget to pause, go down below and hit that subscribe button. It's totally free and I'll let you know when I upload new videos, which is every single Wednesday, unless I have a crazy weekend and then they go up on a different day, normally sometime on the weekend. I think that's all I have for the intro. So let's jump right on into these outfits. Okay, and first we have the only TV show on the list. We have The Queen's Gambit. So for this look, I am sort of trying to mimic, but in my own sort of way, an outfit that Beth is wearing. It is the all black ensemble that she's wearing. She's got the skirt, she's got the black turtleneck. I did not find a picture with her shoes included, but really, I only had 2 or 3 shoe options for this video, and I only ended up going with 2 different shoe options for all of the outfits. So I'm just using my black loafers, which I think work really well for this. I do wish that I had black patent leather loafers, but the ones I have fur and gold chains on them, which are a little anachronistic for this aesthetic, but we're gonna overlook it. Anyway, aside from that, this is the Beth look. For this look, I'm channeling my inner Beth Harmon, and again, I just have a full black ensemble on. So we'll start with the skirt, which is actually from last week's video. So if you saw last week's video, Julia, one of my subscribers, actually sent this to me in the mail, and it is just this beautiful black skirt that I love so much. It's a lovely A-line skirt, which fits well for the time period that the Queen's Gambit is set in. Also, like circle skirts would have been popular at the time, or pencil skirts, but I believe she's wearing a sort of circle skirt type of skirt in the show. So I just went for this one, which is a nice button front A-line shape. Then on top, Beth, I think, is wearing more of like a sweater materialed turtleneck, but I just have this jersey one and I really love it. It's so comfortable. It's lightweight. It's great for layering. It's a go-to piece for me. And this is just a classic garment to wear with any sort of dark academia outfit. For accessories, in terms of shoes, I just have on these fuzzy loafers. Again, if I had patent leather ones, I think they would have been a better fit, but I just was working with what I had. Or Beth wears a lot of ballet flats, and you could easily use ballet flats for any sort of dark or light academia outfit as well. I kept the accessories pretty simple with just this half chain, half pearl necklace. And then I also have on my little Insomnia Paratus bracelet. I feel like Gilmore Girls also has sort of academia vibes, especially during the Chilton years. Now, of course, Insomnia Paratus is during the college years, but Logan Huntsberger also serves dark academia vibes just as a person. His personality, dark academia vibes. And this is this outfit. I think it turned out really well, and I actually think this is going to be an outfit that I wear pretty regularly. I don't generally tend to go for just solid blacks, like black on black on black, but I really, really loved how this looked, and I wouldn't be surprised if I put this into the wardrobe cycle. Okay, up next, this one I just took some creative liberties with. I saw some inspiration on Pinterest. We're going Harry Potter. Now, I was thinking one of you guys actually had previously recommended or like asked that I do a Hufflepuff light academia outfit. So that is sort of what we're going for with this look. Now, I personally am a Gryffindor, but I feel like Hufflepuff really lends itself to great light academia outfits. So for this next one, I'm styling some lighter pieces. I'm also styling a skirt you guys would have seen if you saw last week's video, which I can leave linked up here if you have not yet. It's where I opened a mystery box sent to me by one of you. And this skirt has some sort of creamy eggshell colors in it that are kind of yellowish. And so I felt like this was a really fun way to play with plaids and then mix in more of like the Harry Potter look. So this is the Hufflepuff Academia look. Okay, so for this next outfit, I really wanted to do like a fun sort of Hogwarts professor kind of feeling, but also like just like a very modest Hogwarts student. I feel like it also wears something like this. It feels very vintage. And this to me also, like the top with like the frills and stuff, kind of could serve like a little bit of cottagecore, but I also think it could work as just like an academia shirt in general. But for this outfit, I have on this white vintage top that I actually bought at a vintage store a few weeks ago. It is so beautiful. I got so lucky and found it for half off. I love the ruffled details around the collar and on the sleeves. Then I figure you could throw a blazer over top of it for a little extra dark academia vibe or light academia vibe if you felt like it wasn't academic looking enough. For the skirt, this is actually another skirt from last week's video from Julia, and this is the most beautiful plaid skirt I've ever laid my eyes on. It's a sort of eggshell creamy color mixed with various shades of tans and whites, and I think this is the perfect skirt for light academia. All of the shades are very soft and very gentle, and as opposed to like the more stark and dark colors you would often see in dark academia. For shoes, I just went with my brown loafers that I thrifted at the Goodwill a couple of years ago now, maybe a year ago, and they've definitely seen better days, but they are still some of my favorite shoes I've ever owned. For accessories, I just have on my time turner necklace. This my brother got me as just like a random surprise one day, so I don't know where it's from. And then I also have on my little lightning bolt earrings that I probably need to make new ones of because they went through the washing machine. Yeah, this is this outfit, and I think it looks so fun, so cute. I really like this. I don't often wear this blazer, but I can definitely see myself wearing this whole ensemble or just without the jacket. Okay, up next, we're talking Jane Eyre. Okay, so this one is the one I think I took. This and Harry Potter, I think I took like the most creative liberties with. Something that I really wanted to do with this look is I really wanted to play with the color palette, and also Jane wears a lot of plaids, blacks, grays. So for this look, I'm utilizing those sort of motifs. I'm wearing some plaid, and then also in a lot of her looks, she's got lacy sort of tiny dainty collars, and so I wanted to really play with that. So I'm going with a cream puff sleeve top that has that sort of really pretty dainty lace collar. So this one might feel a little bit more cottagecore academia, which I would agree. It's definitely not like the truest form of dark or light academia, but I do think that this still works. I think it's sort of a fun way to honor the film and then also just create an outfit that could fit with like the sort of dark academia aesthetic, just like a little bit of Jane Eyre cottagecore-ish flair, though Jane Eyre is not cottagecore at all. She just has like those delicate dainty details in her clothes. Anyway, let's just look at the outfit. Now, Jane Eyre, she is wearing, I think, separates. It looks like she's wearing a top that has a different print, but a print from her skirt. So I'm also doing separates here, but I'm trying to sort of play with the color palette and sort of similar feelings. So starting with the top, Jane has on a black top with a very dainty lace collar on it. So I wanted to use this dainty white blouse that I have, And then over top of it, because Jane is really wearing like dark grays, I wanted to throw some black or dark gray into the mix. So I just threw on this black tank top. It kind of looks a bit like a sweater vest. And I think that tied in the sort of dark academia feeling really well. For the bottom half of this outfit, I just have on this really lovely plaid skirt. Again, from last week's video. I don't know how I would have made this video without Julia, literally. This felt like the perfect skirt for this outfit. Jane's wearing a black and white and gray toned plaid skirt, and so I felt like this worked so well for that. Then I also just have on some black loafers again, and for my hair actually, which kind of is playing an important part in this, I just put it in this sort of updo braid situation, which is how Jane wore her hair throughout most of the movie, and I felt like that was a really fun way to sort of really tie in elements of the movie, since this is so drastically different from what her actual outfit looks like, and it's just really inspired by the feeling of the film. Okay, up next we're talking Kill Your Darlings. This one is closer to a direct from screen interpretation of the outfit. This one I'm mimicking a Daniel Radcliffe outfit where he's in like a white chunky knit and he's got a blazer and some trousers on. Now my blazer's not the same. I'm dying for a vintage looking brown tweed blazer, so if I ever find one, it will definitely be a great piece to add to my dark academia wardrobe. But for now, this is what I was able to put together. This movie, by the way, thrilling, and it's based on a true story, like real poets like Jack Kerouac, Allen Ginsberg. I'm like, whoa, did not know. I haven't read anything by Kerouac, and I also just like didn't know any of this stuff. Anyway, this is the outfit that I put together. Let me know what you guys think. So for the Kill Your Darlings look, I really wanted to try to do one that was sort of close to an outfit that Daniel Radcliffe had on, who played Allen Ginsberg. I knew that I had so many of the pieces that he was wearing. So for this outfit, I put on my white chunky sweater. I got this at Target a couple of years ago on clearance, and it was a great price, and it just has a slightly higher neckline than average, which really worked because I think his is sort of similar, maybe if not a little bit higher, a bit more mock neck, if you will. Now Alan's wearing a scarf. I personally didn't think that the scarf went with my blazer, but if I did have a solid brown blazer, I think it would have went totally fine. You can very easily add a scarf to this if you have like one that's complementary to whatever your blazer looks like. Now my blazer is also from Target. I got this last year actually. It's my favorite blazer. I have two. This one's my favorite, and I would love to get a solid brown one though in the future. On the bottom half, I just have on some brown trousers. These ones are thrifted. I have a few pairs now, so I can't remember exactly where these ones are from, but I believe that I got these at a Goodwill. And then I just have on those same brown loafers. I threw my hair up in a bun, but I kind of kept it simple and didn't add any accessories. I do think that a watch could be a cool accessory for this outfit though. Okay, and finally, the film that I've actually seen the longest time ago, Dead Poets Society. I loved this movie. I remember seeing it for the first time in college and just being so enamored with the style and the tenacity of all of the actors and, the characters, and I just love this movie. So for this look, I'm just going to be sort of copying similar styles. This is not a direct translation, but I'm just going to be copying similar styles from what the students are wearing. And I think I did a pretty good job. We're talking sweater vests and ties and collared shirts and trousers. So this is the look that I put together for Dead Poet Society. For the final outfit, I'm emulating the students' outfits in Dead Poet Society. Now, starting from the top, I have on this white button-up shirt. This is from the brand Liz Claiborne. Now, if you are looking for a good, well-fitting white button-up, I absolutely cannot recommend Liz Claiborne enough. It is the best button-up I've ever worn. I know a lot of people like to go to the men's section for button-ups, which is understandable because they're bountiful in thrift stores. However, I found it really difficult when looking in the men's section because I have wider hips. I also have like a very well-endowed chest, and so for me, actually, the women's section was sort of the go-to. So if you're ever on the hunt for a white button-up, keep your eyes open for a good Liz Claiborne shirt because it is just absolutely perfect. With that shirt, I have on a tan tie. I just borrowed this from my dad who has a plethora of ties in his closet, and so I took this one because I liked how neutral it was and how light it was, but it also has, you can't really see it in this shot, but it also has very tiny sort of dark chocolatey polka dots on it, and I thought that was a fun way to tie in the top to the pants. Over top of all of that, I have on a oatmeal color sweater vest. I believe I got this on Poshmark, and then again those brown trousers is the same ones as before. And for this outfit, I also kept on my brown shoes. For accessories, I have on these really cute black and brown cameo earrings that I made, and I just threw my hair up in a bun, which is an easy, simple way to wear it, and also it feels, I don't know, very like, there's something about having my hair up in a bun that feels academic, and that is this outfit. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Let me know which of these outfits was your favorite. Again, none of these are direct translations really from any of the outfits that we see. I would say the Queen's Gambit, Dead Poet Society, and Kill Your Darlings outfits were the ones that had the closest direct translations to them, but none of them are going to be like exact, and this is sort of just my interpretation, sort of the feelings that these films or TV shows inspired in me. And sort of outfits that felt like they could encapsulate that piece of work without being an exact copy. So let me know what you guys think. Do we like this kind of idea? Do we want to do this with some other things, like cottagecore outfits inspired by films and TV shows? We could do like Anne of Green Gables, This Beautiful Fantastic. There's tons of Tuck Everlasting. There's like so many things we could recreate outfits for. I could also do a part 2 of this because there are plenty more dark academia films and TV shows out there, or light academia films and TV shows out there. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought. Which of these outfits was your favorite? And I think that's really all I have for you guys. So don't forget to subscribe down below if you haven't already. I upload new fashion related content every single Wednesday, and feel free to follow me on social media. I am super active over on Instagram and TikTok. Anyway, I think that's really all I have for you now. So don't forget, it costs absolutely nothing to be kind. So be kind to yourself and others, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.